I was very fortunate over the weekend when one of my blog readers very thoughtfully came by with his flatbed truck and his bobcat and brought me 3 pallets of red bricks. Check these out. These monstrous 24-inch by 24-inch pavers. And these 5 smaller ones, which I'm going to give to my friend Mary Jo for her pathway. And what it's going to allow me to do is to continue work on my patchwork driveway. Let me back up. When I bought my house, it had one of those fake asphalt driveways. It was simply that liquid asphalty stuff that people paint on with a mop, which the elderly woman who lived here for years had done. I've been replacing it in stages based on what I scrounged. These are some clay bricks I got years ago when an old trailer park was shut down. The first part was begun back when houses were still being flipped and houses being built like crazy. And these fragments were set out after a fancy driveway was built, and it was kind of fun piecing together. The whole idea is to work with what I have in stages instead of just one fell swoop. Section 2 is here, and I'm going to be making the next section with these 24-inch by 24-inch pavers, and I'm going to separate each row of 5 with 1 to 2 rows of the red bricks to stretch them out. I figured there's enough there to let me get probably another 1/2 of this uncompleted portion done. What's interesting is this is giving me a bounty of compost for my potting projects out back. Is what I've done ever since I moved here is covered the old crumbly beat up fake asphalt with wood mulch, which is decayed, and I have to dig it up to lay down the pavers. And I'm now getting from one small section all these buckets of beautiful, rich, spongy, composty, earthwormy goodies, which I'm going to take out back and use for the many, many plants I'm potting up for the business and for friends. But what's interesting is laying down just these 5 pavers produced this many buckets of compost. These guys here and the one on the other side. So I can only imagine how much I'm going to have when I get all the other pavers laid down. It's kind of fun to see how one project leads to another and leads to another. I recently sprayed weeds in this driveway with my homemade weed killer, which is non-toxic. I'm going to scrape them up now that they're dead and brown and brittle, and I'm looking forward to backing the car out over the next couple days and getting down this last, as you can see, it's going to be 1, 2, 3 more rows of these 5 pavers separated by bricks. So the work continues. Bye-bye.